Welcome everyone to the Friday Checkout. I am your host, Brian Fish, and I'm joined by our executive producer, Tyler Alexander. Tyler, welcome.
Thank you very much. Doing good.
Fantastic. I hear the weather's a little cooler in your neck of the woods these days.
It's very nice, actually. It's like prime weather for me personally.
Yeah.
So, 70s during the day, 60s at night. It's good.
Sweater weather.
Yeah, it's weird because it's in August too. It's usually you're dripping sweat every day here.
Yeah, but like you and I've said, it's just like Chicago. You're going to get that second summer.
Yep. It's going to come right back. It's going to come hard too.
It's going to come hard and it's going to be ridiculous. But then all of a sudden, like, I always felt like when you hit Halloween, that's when it's like all of a sudden the cold starts to come.
It starts to dwindle in.
But I hope that the temperature stays good because you and I will be together next week.
Yeah, we'll be together for a while too.
Yeah, we're actually going to be together for a while. We'll talk a little bit about that in a little bit. But going to spend a couple days in New York with you before we fly over the ocean to Northern Ireland. So that'll be exciting. This week was good. We had an amazing guest. An unforgettable guest, Brian Ames. It was such a great conversation.
Conversation was great too. It's honestly one of our first times sitting down with a software developer and founder of a company in that essence of technology.
Yeah. And he's an architect by trade, or by education and by trade. It was just a good conversation. I loved what they've been able to do, and like I've actually seen the product in practice. It's amazing. Like any developers out there that are considering it, definitely, or if you're a developer or thinking about developing something, go check it out or reach out to us and we'll get you in contact. It's a powerful tool. It's good to see somebody actually using all the data that's available and actually putting it to good use. He was a great guest and he was a great sport because he hopped in at the last minute after we had a scheduling issue with one of our guests that is ill, but we know that she'll be back with us soon, which will be 100%. Good.
Excited for that one too.
Excited we haven't announced who that is and we're not going to, but
they'll find out eventually. We have to
find out eventually, but I'm excited. Like now I'm like the suspense is building up. She will be fantastic. Like I've seen her live in person giving speaking and on panels and things. She's going to be fantastic for us. So I did not travel anywhere this week. I was originally going to be traveling at some point this week, but no travel. I've been here at home. I was accused last night of using the air fryer too much this week because I've been using the air fryer for everything. I've made sirloin steaks in the air fryer, chicken nuggets.
I need to get one. I was actually considering getting one. I don't have one, and it's kind of weird. I love cooking, and I love the kitchen, and it's just one of the final pieces of my my chefing career. I feel like I need to.
I will tell you, there's a specific one you have to get. That's the good one.
Yeah.
So, and it's not the one. It's
not the name one. Drop it on here. Or?
I mean, it's I will. It's the Instant Pot.
Okay.
Which makes you think. It's not an Instant Pot. I guess it's the Instant brand, but it's the Vortex Plus. And it's got like a glass. I don't think it's glass, but it's got like a see-through front. It's got a light.
Nice.
It's got the preheat function. It's got it's fantastic. And,
cool. I've heard the Ninja one was pretty good too.
You know what? I'm not Ninja.
Not a fan?
No, not a fan. But I get most of my recommendations come from America's Test Kitchen. I think they're amazing. So I would definitely recommend it. It was their top pick, so that's why I bought it.
Nice.
I think you can definitely get it on Amazon, but you can do you can bake a cake in an instant or in an air fryer.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
But I'm not a big Instant Pot person because I'm not big on soups and stews. But the air fryer, fantastic. Like yesterday, I made chicken nuggets for lunch. It was delicious. I felt like I was in elementary school again.
The one thing I always get reminded of when I think about the Instant Pot / crock pot vibe is my mom had this crazy recipe. It was grape jelly meatballs. Now it's not all grape jelly, but it was a tad of the grape jelly in there to give it a little bit more sweetness. That stuff was bomb. That was some good stuff.
Okay, so and she'll love this because I think she's been looking for her 5 minutes of fame. Yeah. My friend Mindy had a New Year's party. It has got to have been 8 or 9 years ago at this point, but it was at her sister's house and they made those meatballs with the jelly. And I was as they're telling me about it,
It's so like off-putting.
I think I had hospitality face at the time, just acting like that's fantastic. I can't wait to try these. But in reality, I was like, that sounds horrible. But then when I did eat them, I was like, this is good.
Wait, these are great.
Yeah, I'm like,
my mom had a great recipe, and like that was the thing. It was just getting people to take a bite, and they don't look like they're not like covered in purple like jelly like substance. It's just like that. Sauce has a little bit of the grape flavor to it.
Right. It's not like gelatinous or anything. But,
not at all.
It was very good. And I don't know if Mindy made them or maybe her sister made them, but I just know that Mindy was the reason we were at the party. I got to get her on a Friday because she'd be funny. We could totally talk about all the wonderful things that we did cookies one year at Christmas, made a whole mess of my kitchen, but it was fantastic.
Mindy on.
We did last week when we talked, we totally forgot that I did have the weirdest experience at the Orlando airport.
Oh yeah. Your karaoke experience.
I did not personally karaoke because I was, number one, it was like 11 o'clock in the morning. I was completely sober and
sober karaoke has a weird ring to it too. Like I'm not like getting hammered every single time I'm doing it, but I'm definitely not sober.
Yeah. and I'm like, it was the strangest thing I've ever seen. Like I was in the food court outside of security and they're like, and it's a legit company that they had that the airport has doing this, but they were like, and passengers were like volunteering to do it. But then like whenever a passenger wasn't doing it, they had like a host that was there to keep everything running. He did the worst rendition of You'll Be Back from the musical Hamilton. I was embarrassed for him. And then he kept asking if there were any Hamilton fans in the crowd, which I think there were. I love Hamilton, but I was not going to raise my hand, number one. I just feel like if you're going to be the host of karaoke, you need to at least be able to sing. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
That's crazy that they would have a host who's like not adequate, at least.
But it did make me think, and that's why, like, when I woke up this morning, I was like, crap, we never talked about this last week. Because what it made me think of is, I'm like, I know there's like a whole contingent of people who literally love going to airports and just experiencing the airport because they like to go to the restaurants and things like that. So I'm like, it is a thing. Like there's some people that think it's weird that there's Disney adults, like they have a problem with that. I have a problem with people who think it's fun to go to an airport. I believe the Phoenix airport at one point, they were doing weddings at the airport. Like you could get married at the airport.
That's crazy. Now, like there are certain airports like the Denver airport that has like all the lore behind like, the secret tunnels and stuff underneath. Like, I guess if you're like a conspiracy nut, like something like that could be interesting, but also too, like these are all rumors. No one has access to these so-called tunnels.
Right. Nobody has access to them.
What are you going to do? Like look around and like try to sneak in through TSA and like get arrested?
Like you're going to do a Instagram live from there? I don't think so.
No.
But it did get me thinking. I'm like, why are these people doing karaoke? But I mean, I guess it passes the time. And Orlando does have there was a guy sitting next to me because I was eating Sbarro pizza, which is amazing. And for whatever reason, the Orlando airport has the best Sbarro pizza.
You got some pretty good hidden gems for.
I do. I know where all the good food is in every airport in the country. I've been to almost all of them and I can tell you everywhere to go. But he was like, well, my layover is 23 hours. And I was like, well, I guess if they have flights that are coming in here that you have a 23-hour layover, maybe you do need to do karaoke.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just thought it was very weird. Yeah. But we didn't bring that up last week with travel. And I haven't traveled this week at all other than 4 miles that way and 4 miles that way. So
yeah,
I figured might as well, we need to make sure we bring it up because I thought that it was so crazy. I mean, and I rarely take random videos out and about, really.
Yeah, I was surprised when I opened the text and there was 2 videos. I didn't really know what to. You're
what is this for?
When you see
and didn't I send you? But the best thing though, Tyler, isn't that when I text you the video, but I must have hit something else too, and I also sent you a copy of the reel that had posted that morning, and you're like, why are you sending this to me?
I was just confused. I'm like, this is already live.
Yeah, you're like, this is live. What do you want me to do with this?
I'm like, I guess we could take it down or something.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. And I'd already put it through Facetune, so there was no touch-ups to be done. So, yeah, no, that was just the weirdest experience. But I mean, some of the people that did the karaoke were actually very good, but the host,
I feel like you have to be good to do it like midday in a public setting, sober. Like that would be my worst nightmare, to go out and try to perform if I knew I was not a good singer in general with a bunch of strangers watching you.
Yeah,
because there's like public karaoke, and then like when you're like you can go to a bar and then like you're performing in front of the entire bar, and then there's like private room karaoke. Like,
oh yeah,
the more private the better for me.
But yeah, like. No, like if I'm going to do karaoke, it's intoxicated on a cruise ship. That's how you do it. That's how you're going to do the karaoke. But yeah, that was the strangest experience of my life in terms of, I've seen a lot of things while I've traveled. That was, took the cake. We've got a lot of great things coming up. I'm looking forward to getting to New York next week, just because I haven't been in New York in several months. So that'll be good to be back there. And then we'll be heading on either Thursday. I think it's Thursday night is when we're flying. Maybe Friday
Thursday
morning.
Night. Okay.
Yeah. We'll fly over to, we'll be flying over to Dublin, and then we'll grab a car and drive up to, or we'll take the train, actually. I love the train. We'll do the train.
I've been taking the train. So
we'll take the train up to Belfast, and we're going to be doing, shooting a combination of some commercials or digital shorts or whatever we want to call them for some other stuff. We've got some podcast interviews set up. We're working on, hopefully, let's put a shout out. We hope that Niall McKenna allows us to do another cooking demonstration while I'm in town, because that was the highlight of my year last year. That was
food was great too.
Food was fantastic too. And he was just a joy to talk to.
I think we had the scallop bites that were they were awesome.
It was so good. So hopefully we'll do that. But it'll be good to be back in Belfast and in Ireland.
I feel like we lived there for a little bit last year.
We did live there for a little bit last year. So it's going to be good to see a different season. It'll be a little bit warmer.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited about that too, because when we were going, it was very frigid. And that was coming from like, leaving winter in New York, and it was like still cold. Right. Like compared to that. So,
yeah. Well, just so you know, because I know like one of the things we'll be doing is recording some footage for like promotional videos for some different things that we're doing. You're not taking me back to the Giants Causeway. Just,
I think I've seen enough of the Giants Causeway too. Yeah, I mean, we went twice last year.
Yeah, you don't need to see any more of the Giants Causeway.
I think the drone wanted to see it more than I did.
So. Yeah. So there are other cliffs that we can go see that will make just as great video content. And then God only knows what else we'll get up to while we're there. We do know that one of the other primary reasons we're there is for St. Agnes's Choral Society, which we support from afar from here in the States. They are actually doing a production of Come From Away, which, did you ever see Come From Away when it was on Broadway?
I'm not a big Broadway guy, actually. I mean, I'm not something against it, but it's just I've never really got into like the theater. So,
well, maybe we should work on that for you.
I think the most amount of theater plays I've seen was while we were in Belfast.
Yes,
I think we went to two. I went to 2 nights in a row.
You went to 2 nights?
I think I've seen like Lion King, and I think that's it.
Okay, well,
which is insane.
I'm going to make a very controversial statement. I do not think The Lion King meets the criteria of being a Broadway production.
See, I thought it was a good one, but that's also the only comparison I have to.
Yeah, so if it can be an animated movie, I don't think it can be a very good stage production. But needless to say, they're doing a production of Come From Away, which clearly you don't know, Tyler, but if the audience doesn't know, Come From Away tells the story of I can't even remember the exact number of passengers, but basically on September 11th, which, we all here in the States remember very well. Tyler was very young at the time, very young.
I was.
We all remember this day very well, but when the United States airspace was closed and flights had to be grounded in areas, Gander, Newfoundland is the closest airport to the Atlantic. So flights coming over from Europe, they follow that track. And my understanding, and obviously I don't know all the history on the Gander Airport, but my understanding is in the past, really the airport had been used just as an emergency landing spot because of its proximity. But with the airspace closing, and then obviously I believe Canada was experiencing the same like they were closing their airspace as well because nobody really knew what was going on at the time. All of these jets, and like you're thinking like these are big jets that are like fly these international routes, started landing in Gander, Newfoundland, and basically the show tells the story of how that day started, what happened as the passengers were arriving, and how really the town of Gander embraced these passengers that in a lot of ways didn't even know what was happening when they were landing. They just thought there was an emergency. Many of them didn't even know that there had been an attack on the United States. So they learned it there. So it's I will be sure, Tyler, to bring some tissues for you because it's a tearjerker. Especially for those of us that did live through that time. It definitely, it touches you in a different way, I should say. But it's very good. We will not be there when they start the production. So, well, almost. Well, I think we'll be flying over when the opening night happens. But it's playing at the Lyric in Belfast from Thursday, September the 4th through Saturday, September the 13th. And then we will be there. I believe it's on September 11th. They're doing a gala that night as well that we'll be at. And then we're looking forward to sitting down with the cast as well. And, hearing from their point of view. They've been rehearsing the show. I was at a concert of theirs back in the spring, and they did the opening number from the show. It was fantastic. We know they're going to kill it. It's going to be fantastic. So
yeah, they're great.
So for those of you in the UK that are listening to us, because we know that you do exist, and I know that we do have some people in Northern Ireland or in Ireland, in the Republic of Ireland, that are listening to us, definitely make a trip up there. It's playing from September the 4th to September the 13th. You can get your tickets at the Lyric Belfast box office, either at the box office or go to the Lyric's website and get them from there. But I know it's filling up fast, so be sure that you get them soon. And you never know. You might see me at almost every show. I mean, I was at every show of their production last year.
You actually were at every show.
I was at every show. I don't know that we'll be able to make it to every show this time just because of our schedule, but I'm very happy that we're able to support them through our RH Impact program. And that's going to be a good time. And it's going to be great to go kind of do a wrap up of our visit in Belfast that started last winter. And so we'll be there. I'm looking forward to just wearing a sweater. I'm looking forward to weather where I can wear some long sleeves and feel comfy and I don't have to wear like shorts all the time. So what are you doing for Labor Day?
Honestly, I think I'm just hanging out. Like the weather, it seems like you know what? I'm going to live check this right now. I'm going to look at the weather. I don't think it's supposed to rain. No, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sunny, 77 degrees each day and 64 at night each day. I'm like, that is beautiful. So I am going to go ahead and be enjoying the weather for a little bit too. It's like, it's hard to have a solid couple days in New York City that you can actually be outside and not be sweating or not in a coat. So
yeah,
when they're far and few in between, but when they are there, it's definitely a huge moment that you kind of are reminded. You're like, okay, like I really do like being in the city a lot. So
yeah.
If it's like this year round, my rent would probably be double the price. So,
oh yeah, 100% it would be double the price.
Yeah,
yeah. No, I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to just relaxing.
Yeah,
and I think it'll be hot here. It's always hot here, but it'll be a good 3-day weekend, good reset before I head out to see you, and then we get to spend some more quality time together. We will have been together more in the month of August/September than we have in 6 months. So
yeah,
it'll be good. And
it's gonna be a great time.
Yeah. And we'll find all sorts of great places in New York and Belfast.
Yeah, and I think we'll probably strategize a lot for just, that's what we've been kind of really focusing on in the last week, is just kind of build out, what the future of the podcast and the companies and all the brands.
Because the end of the year is coming.
Oh yeah, but I'm
I'm
excited to start, making some of these plans for, as we get into 2026 and start moving forward too.
Because it'll only get better, number one.
Oh, 100%.
But I am terrified that Christmas is around the corner.
Isn't that crazy?
Which I think this weekend I'm going to have to try to decorate for Halloween, maybe.
Yeah.
So
I turn. I was actually on the phone with my mom the other day. I'm turning 30 in February, so
it's a big deal.
Big deal. Yeah. So let's sneak it up. Time's flying.
You know what? I think we need to plan a cruise for you.
It's cruise time.
Yeah. No. No. That's awesome. The big 3-0.
The big 3-0.
That doesn't make me feel good. I'm turning 39 here in a very short time, in a month and a half. And
yeah, your birthday's coming up quick.
It's coming up quick. And I'm like, oh God, 40 is just around the corner. But you know what?
Yeah.
There is a lot of truth. I feel like I felt like, when you're 20 and people say, oh, life just gets better, you're like, yeah, you're full of shit. Reality, honestly, life is getting better every year. So I kind of can't wait to hit 40, because I feel like my 40s are going to be the good days. Yeah. Because it's
it's good to look at it that way too, because that's what I'm viewing as my 30s. It's the 20, especially in your 20s, everyone's like, oh, life after your 20s is just downhill. I'm like, I feel like the past year or two has been, at least on an upward trend of enjoying myself and
I would
really
never
focusing on different aspects of my life that I hadn't in the past. So
yeah, and I think also it's I understand why people say that in their 20s, but I feel like the typical experience of your 20s is you think you're having a blast, but the reality is once you your career has moved and you have money to spend, it gets better, because in your 20s you're basically you're counting pennies just to have fun, or you've spent all your money and then you're trying to figure out how to pay rent. So
exactly.
But awesome. Well, this coming week we've got another great guy who I love. This man, he is a blast every time I get to see him. Cody Adent with Vibrant Management. He has his company, Vibrant Management. They have this incredible program called Virtual GM, which the first time I heard about it, I thought was ingenious, because I really had not heard anybody, especially here in North America, ever talk about something similar to this. And he's been very successful at it. He also he's working on starting up a electric bike rental. I think it's actually started, but he's doing an electric bike rental business now too. He's just all around a great guy. He's smart. And
good personality too.
Good personality. And he gets the business as it is today. And, those are the people I like. So yeah, I love that we were able to get him on, and he'll be fantastic for everybody here. So be sure to check that out this coming Tuesday. That'll drop. So the day after Labor Day, it will drop. And and then we'll be back again next Friday with our checkout, which will more than likely be live. Well, it won't be live, but it'll be recorded from a mystery location. Could be in New York, could be in Ireland. Could be in Newfoundland. Maybe we'll go to Canada for the day. We don't know.
We will figure it out as it goes.
We will figure it out as it goes. Well, Tyler, it's been a pleasure.
As always.
I hope that you have a wonderful Labor Day. And I will see you in a few days. And to everybody else out there, I hope you have a good 3-day weekend. And if you're working in a hotel or doing some sort of hospitality job right now and you're thinking, Bryan, I don't get a 3-day weekend, bless you for going in and doing your job. We appreciate you. But I know that you're going to either get paid, that double time's either coming for Monday, or you're at least going to have some sort of flex holiday that they're giving you, I'm sure. So, so enjoy however you spend it, enjoy it. And then just remember, we have Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, and then New Year's. So the holidays are coming fast.
Live it up.
Live it up. Go to Costco, buy all of the decorations now while they've got them. So awesome. Well, thanks guys. And we will see you again on Tuesday with Cody. And Have a great Labor Day.
Yeah, cheers, everyone.
This episode of the Friday Checkout is a production of RH Media Productions, hosted by Brian Fish, executive producer Tyler Alexander, marketing support provided by Sunny Tindler. Thanks for checking out with us. Be sure to follow the Check-In with Brian wherever you get your podcasts so you don't miss our next episode coming next Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of Reliance Hospitality Global Incorporated or any of its affiliates, partners, or subsidiaries. All content is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be interpreted as professional or legal advice.